How has the way you show up in the world evolved as a leader over time?
So growing up and just, I guess, into my early 20s, I was very averse to confrontation and to being willing to speak up, being willing to call people out when things were not okay.
So you go along to get along?
Go along to get along,
Gotcha.
or trying to just navigate out of situations rather than holding people accountable. And over the past few years, as the way I've shown up in the world has evolved, my ability to effectively engage people and engage them in a way that's not getting them to put up armor, but trying to engage them in a mutually beneficial discussion and really understanding and listening to what are the things that they're saying, what are the concerns, and then how are we working together to remediate those or put some healthy boundaries in place so that expectations are well set, and then we're not coming out the other side having something that's not useful. And so I think that has been one of the biggest evolutions of my work and my way of being as a leader. Also thinking about Theo and I participated in the Aspen Institute Executive Seminar. And one of the things that we really talked about was that the contrast of values and what is a good society has been a discussion we've been having for thousands of years. And I think we put a pressure on ourselves that tomorrow or next year we're all going to get that right.
Right.
But really internalizing and thinking about, how do I understand the values you come to the table with? How do I understand mine? And how do we then have a discussion that seeks that intersection?
And there's a lot of evidence that everything you talked about philosophically in the pictures we're going to show later. I want to read this quote of you when you received, and we'll get to that in a little more detail later, when you won the 40 Under 40 award. Here's your quote. As a leader, photographer, and cultural innovator, I know that our stories are powerful. Whether it's Louisville Culture of Health Story, the narrative of our work at Ideas xLab, or expanding the meaning of what it means to be and look like a LGBTQ plus professional in the 21st century, my work over the past few years has been to catalyze narratives toward hope and use my work to expand how people think about the future, both for themselves and their community. Pretty powerful.
Thank you.
I wanted to share that with the audience.